You think you know what the human voice is capable of.
Oh man, this is too much fun. I could do this all day.
Open your eyes and your ears. Everything you're hearing is created with a human voice.
Howdy everybody out there. How you doing? My name is Roger Thomas from the group Naturally 7. With the aid of technology, we're going to want to perform for you guys today. We're here at home. We wish we could be out there with you. Let me tell you a little bit about something that we do. We are an a cappella group, but really we call it vocal play. What is vocal play, you may ask? Well, everybody knows what a cappella is. That means you're singing without instruments. Vocal play is when you become those instruments. So again, without instruments, we become those instruments. Drums, bass, guitars, brass sections. We do it all vocally, and we're going to get ready to do that for you guys right now. Just want to tell you a couple of things. We, in our couple of years that we've been together, which has been several now, almost 20, we've been able to come out to some of the military bases. It's one of our favorite things to do, to serve people that serve us so well. That's happened here at home in America, all over the place, but we've also been able to do that in Germany and Italy. It was a pleasure. I mean, it was one of my favorite rides I took from Germany to Italy, just on a military a plane. But like I said, it's one of our favorite things to do. And we're absolutely pleased that we have the opportunity and the honor to be able to present ourselves to you. I'm here at home with the family, like I guess everybody is all around the world as we deal with this pandemic. And, homeschooling. I've got an 18-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 7-year-old. So my wife and I already had a lot of respect for teachers. You can imagine that respect is out the roof right now as we are struggling with all this online work, just trying to keep up. It's been tough. We're in Lawrenceville, Georgia, which is just outside of Atlanta. I would have to say my favorite city in the world is New York City. It's probably not fair because that's where I'm from. New York, and anytime I go back, I'm reminded of just how great that city is, and just the center of things. And truthfully, with the exception of now, a city that does not sleep. A runner-up to that would be the fact that I lived in Huntsville, Alabama for about 3 years when I was 11 to about 14 years old in junior high school. And that's the Rocket City. It's a college town. My dad was in college at the time. And anytime I go back there, I'm always still amazed that that is the Rocket City, that this is where they did it. And I love the layout of the city. It's beautiful, and I've just have great memories for me. So it's also a favorite city of mine. Here at home, I would have to say I have been just going crazy on cereal. I was always, from the time I've been a kid, I've been a cereal addict. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, it's okay with me. And because I'm home and the refrigerator is so close by and the cupboards and the kitchen and everything is there, it's been a problem. I have to admit, it's been a problem. I've been binging out on Ozark right now. I started that about a week ago, and I'm in season 2. Need I say more? So this has been some crazy times for us. So anyway, want you guys to sit back and enjoy. I want to do a shout out to Navy Exchange and the NWR Entertainment. We are proud of you guys, and we hope that you can just sit back now, relax, and enjoy a little bit of Naturally 7.
When you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need, when you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in reverse, when the tears come streaming down your face, 'cause you lose something you can't replace, when you love someone but it goes to waste, what could be worse? Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Yeah, yeah. I will try to fix you. Oh, yeah. High up above and down below, when you're too in love to let it go. But if you never try, you'll never know just what you want. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Yeah. fix you.
What's up, everybody? I hope this finds you well. Before I begin, I want to give a shout out to Navy Exchange as well as MWR Navy Entertainment. Like I said, I hope this finds you all well. My name is Rod Eldridge with the band Naturally 7. I'm also known as Rod E. And we are an a cappella vocal band, and I do a lot of high parts and singing and all, but also the vocal scratch. So I just want you guys to know that we appreciate you and all that you do out there in service. I come from a family. My father was in the service, who was at wartime during Korea, and my brother also served as well. And so I definitely can appreciate the sacrifice that you and your families make. Also, as a performer, we are a performing band. We are on the road sometimes 200 days or more a year. And so I get it. To some small degree, I understand that type of dedication and commitment that you guys exude. That type of I want to say that dedication to service, to be away from home for so long, because we're often away from home many weeks at a time. So I in a small way, can relate, and I do appreciate all that you and your families go through. During this time with this COVID-19, I'm gonna try to keep this camera from bouncing around, this coronavirus, and we are home. We're not able to do what we do as performers, travel, got to keep the crowds down, and social distancing was so important to slow the spread of this nasty little disease. So we are home, and so this has been something new. As you can hear, you probably hear my kids in the background. I'm home, and I realized that during this period of being home, since we've been home since February, like the first week of February, we've been home and haven't gone out. And I realized that this period will be the longest time that I've been home with my family since I've had a family. I have two little boys, a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, and a lovely wife. And this is the longest time that we've all spent together, like I said, since we've been a family. So those are the blessings that could come from a time such as this, and I pray that you and your families are safe wherever they are. I am in Kennesaw, Georgia. It is a rainy morning here in Kennesaw, Georgia. Supposed to be some storms coming through, so we're gonna hunker down and I guess enjoy the sounds of the rain and as we're home. I just wanted to say that you guys, once again, appreciate you all. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, from my family to you and yours. Thank you for all that you do. Stay safe, and we're all praying for you. Oh, come, hold on, my son. Look. It's my son here. What's that? What'd you make? What is that?
Guess.
I can't. It's a purple face and a red face and a yellow body. A budding artist. So what is that?
Monster.
Monsters. Okay.
And
So
also, Dad, look how many arms he has.
he has a lot of arms,
And 3 legs.
a lot of arms, a lot of legs. So anyway, like I said, from my family to you and yours, be safe. We're praying for you, and yeah, that's that. Thanks for tuning in.
It's killing me like a moth to the fire. I go willingly with windows of faith, but they can't keep you safe. So I built this wall all around me. I built this wall to surround me. I built this wall from the ground. See, sticks and stones can't break these tones. No. Give me shout, give me shout out, give me shout, give me shout out all you want to. Suppose call me mister, please acknowledge me. Self-imposed, I'm a prisoner, no apologies. Wrote a note to my listeners, don't you follow me? I'm probably strange, but I know I can change. Cause I don't wanna be alone anymore. There's a hole in my soul, can a heart be a hole? No, I built this wall all around me. I built this wall to surround me. I built this wall from the ground. See, sticks and stones can't break these tones. No.
Put the needle on the record and the bass on the record. Everybody's on the record. Wait a second, well I reckon y'all don't know the boy can get low. Here we go, can you play like Stevie Wonder? They want the lightning and the thunder. It's by the time I'm gonna hit you with a new style, have you sing a new child. Hit it with guitar for a while. Let's go!
This wall all around me. I built this wall to surround me. I built this wall from the ground. See, sticks and stones can't break these tones. No. music get to you, life ain't so bad at all. Living off the wall. I built this wall all around me. I built this wall to surround me. I built this wall from the ground. See, sticks and stones can't break these tones, no.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Kelvin Mitchell, aka Kells of Naturally 7, and in the group, I'm actually the bass of the group. So, of course, there's singers that sing a cappella music where they sing a lot of doo-wop, doo-be-doo-ba-ba, doo-ba-doo-doo-doo, that type of thing. But because we do what we call vocal play, I have to actually become the bass. So I've got to make sounds that a bass guitar makes. So some of the things I do will be so that's kind of what I do. Also do some of the horn stuff. Everybody's got to know how to do horns. One of the things that I actually do is the trumpet. I would do it a lot more, but of course somebody's got to hold the bass down. But when I do have to do horns, it sounds a little bit like this. It's a little something like that. I wanted to give a big shout out to the Navy Exchange and MWR Navy Entertainment. Thank you guys for all of your work that you do. We thank all of the service members, Navy, Air Force, Army, Marines, National Guard members. We thank all of you guys for the work that you do. I actually have 4 members of my family that are that have served in the military. My oldest brother, he's in the Air Force. He's now since retired. My cousin, Rowan, he actually was in the Army. My nephew, who is also in the Army, he's just been in the Army now for about maybe 2 years. And most importantly, my wife, she was actually a medic in the Air Force, stationed out of Lackland Base in San Antonio, Texas. So again, thank you all for the work that you do. We're on the road quite a bit, and not nearly as much as you guys are that are out there doing all of the work that you do to make sure that you secure our liberties here in the States. So we thank you so much for those things. Right now, of course, because everybody's home, homeschooling is something that we're having to do. We have a 7-year-old and she's in the 1st grade right now. And it has been an adventure, to say the least. I didn't go to school to become a teacher, but right now I'm having to do that. It's been pretty fun. A lot of interesting things and stuff that I have to kind of remember from back when I was in school. So it's actually really cool to see her learn and different things that they're actually teaching the students there at the school. Let's see here. I have been in the group now for about maybe 6 years. I believe in the past the group had an opportunity to perform for our service members. I'm not exactly sure when or where that was, but I wasn't there. I would love the opportunity to do that, hint, hint. So hopefully somebody will get us to come and be a part of something like that. I think it would be an absolute honor and a privilege to do that for all of the service members. I currently live in Tampa, Florida, me and my family. As you can see, the beautiful weather outside, so I figured I'd come outside and shoot my video here so you get a chance to take in some of that wonderful Florida sunshine. One of my favorite places in the United States, I'm originally from New York, so New York is cool. My parents moved to Florida when I was a kid. I love going back to visit. It's like being in a movie, all the yellow cabs and the buildings and Times Square, Central Park, all that good stuff. Really a lot of fun to go and visit New York, and I love when we get a chance to go there and play New York as well. I also love going to Nevada, Las Vegas specifically, because the climate works really well for my allergies. Not that great here in Florida, especially during the spring season. Another place that I really enjoyed living was in Huntsville, Alabama. My wife and I moved there, and we lived there for about maybe 2.5 years prior to moving back to Florida. But one of the places we really enjoyed living and being there. Also, we've gone to the Space Rocket Center and all of those things. So we really enjoy living in that particular place. But now we're back in Florida. Why? Because we love the sunshine and we love the beaches. So that's why we're here. One of my guilty food pleasures is ice cream. I love ice cream. I mean, cake, pie, that stuff is fun, but nothing like ice cream. Specifically, there's two different types. Bluebell has pralines and cream ice cream. If you have not had an opportunity, do yourself a favor and make sure you pick up some of that for yourself. I mean, they're not giving me any type of royalties for that, but I will let you know that it is one of the best ice creams I like. And Ben & Jerry's has another ice cream, and it's called Oats of This World. Oats of This World. So make sure you check that out. Again, if you have a guilty pleasure like myself of eating ice cream, make sure you check that out. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Binge watching right now, especially with all of the social distancing that we're having to do and being home. I love superhero movies. And right now, what I'm binge watching personally is I'm watching The Flash. Actually, the DC whole line of comics that are going on right now. I started watching a particular line of the DC comics, and I realized that there was some things that were tied into some of the other lines. I think it was Batwoman, and I noticed that there was something that tied into the Flash as well as the Arrow. So I went back, looked online, did a Google search, found out where I needed to look up so I could watch it in order, and now I'm actually starting from the beginning, actually working through the entire thing. So that's what I'm watching right now. Again, I just really kind of the honor and pleasure to be here to take time to speak with you guys. And thank you for taking the time to check us out. Naturally 7, if you get a chance, naturally7.com, all of our social media as well, and see what we're doing. Again, we thank you so much for the service that you guys provide for our country. I don't count it or take it lightly. The sacrifice that you guys make, not only yourself, but also your families. We thank you so much for everything that you do. And again, want to give a big shout out to Navy Exchange and MWR Navy Entertainment. Thank you so much. God bless. See you guys soon.
So we're all over the place, but one thing that is the same for us, and it's the same thing for you, is that there's nothing like going home. This song is Going Home.
Quiet like some still day. Starlight's the way, restless dream or done. Shadows gone, break of day, real life, yes, begun. There's no place to rain, no, I'm just going home. Wide awake with a smile, a little smile, we're on and going home, going home. I'm just going home. It's not far, yes, close by, through an open door, through an open door. I'm just going home. I'm going home. I'm going home.
You might find this kind of funny. We all, while we were at home, decided that we would put some music together anyway, even though we're in 7 different places. We're all used to being away from home for long periods of time. In fact, this is probably the longest we've been home together in 20 years. And it's different, and in ways it's so cool, and in ways it is so challenging. This one is called Help. Enjoy.
1, 2, 3, come on.
We want to thank you all for watching Naturally 7, and we especially want to thank the Navy Exchange and MWR Entertainment for having us. It's been an honor to be here. We want to say to you all, God bless and stay safe.
Joshua fit the battle of Jericho. Joshua fit the battle.